So Ericsson has been present in Africa for more than 100 years actually. And today our focus is on wireless mobile technologies, right? So we collaborate with our customers who are the service providers in country to provide them with the technologies that they need in order to offer these services to the population. But we don't stop there. We believe a lot in the power of digitization, innovation, and connectivity in order to propel economic growth, in order to create a society which is more inclusive and provide equal opportunities for all. So we collaborate with multiple partners in Africa in terms of how do we build that digital skill set. So some examples, if we start with education, which is really a basic tenet, and that is we are collaborating today with UNICEF in what is called their GIGA project, which is a global program to eventually connect all schools to the internet and enable a digital curriculum for the students. So our part in that collaboration is to support them in mapping all of these schools around the world, including Africa, including Rwanda, to show what type of connectivity each school has. Another example is our own program, which we call Connect to Learn, where we typically collaborate with our own customer operators, and we provide specific focus on certain schools where they can get connectivity and also the digital equipment necessary to run its course. We also collaborate with regulatory bodies, policymakers. One example is our collaboration late last year with the Smart African Digital Academy, the SADA, where we provided workshops about newest technologies, of course including 5G, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and others related to policymakers across 19 African countries that supports them in order to have the right adequate facts in order to write their own policies. Another example is a memorandum of understanding that we signed with the African Telecom Union, the ATU, whereby we together published jointly a set of recommendations so that regulatory bodies across Africa can have access to it and see what are the best practice in managing spectrum allocation, for instance, to allow for a propagation of mobile coverage. So we try to support with our knowledge, with our skill sets, to academies. We bring in new talent as well in our own company. We hire fresh graduates. So it's really on multiple levels to build a community of knowledge. We are already investing in this continent because we really believe in its incredible potential. Africa in general has a very young and dynamic population, and we can see that translated in the the traffic growth, both in terms of voice and data services. And what we try to do is to, number one, ensure that we have the right talent in our company across the countries so that we can support our customers in the best way that we can do. We need to ensure that we are able to bring the latest technologies and also the best practices from the world on how to, what type of services to launch, what type of use case have worked and what have not. So it's also about, the thought leadership that we would support our customers with. We see all over Africa a good uptake of 4G services, and in certain countries in the continent, they have already launched 5G, for instance. So we as well, support with what type of use cases would be making sense at this time of launching of 5G, for instance. We believe in the method, we call it Imagine Possible, because basically when you do digitization and when you have wireless connectivity, that enables you to have near real-time monitoring and management of all types of assets. Hundreds of thousands of sensors collecting data, supporting you to make automatic decisions. This is basically the commitment of a technology such as 5G. Then really you open the door for a lot of opportunities for industries and enterprise to benefit from it. This is really the pivot that we see coming in with 5G. And ourselves, we are following that model. So in Ericsson, we have opened a manufacturing plant that delivers 5G radio, which is fully depending on the latest automation technology, the latest sustainable energy, as well as 5G. And we can see how that increases productivity, cut costs, increases safety for our workers, and lowers emissions. So every industry is particular, and we need to sit down. Basically, it is actually our customer operators who collaborate with their, enterprise or industry customers, and they share with them, and then there's a collaboration on how bringing in connectivity can support their digitization aims. We are a big, proponent of the Rwandan vision because it really puts, digitization as a very important part of that. And we can see that everywhere it is being done, there is a direct positive impact in terms of the uptake of technology and the times of positive returns, productivity and otherwise, to industry as well as society. So we are an active member of the community here. We collaborate with our customers and our partners to ensure that we at all time bring the latest ideas, from global. We ensure that we get graduates, people bring in, we grow talent to support us in Rwanda, but also to support us with other neighboring countries. We participate in different, technology events. So really to be an active member of the technology community to drive this forward. Two things I would like to mention. Number one, within our own supply chain, within our own research and development, sustainability is an anchor point for us. So if you look at the way we develop our products, they have an inherited component of ensuring that energy consumption goes down from generation to generation. This is something which we are very proud of. We work as well with our own supply chain and our own suppliers to ensure that we reach all of the targets that we've committed to in terms of, carbon net zero. We do the same collaboration with our operators because they have also their own sustainability targets, and we are part of that. And also, if you take a step back and if you look at the entire information and communication technology, as some of the examples I shared with you, by applying it, we believe that we can, help eliminate 15% of the emissions on the world if we apply digitization to all of these industries and applications that we see around us because of this cost effectiveness, increased productivity. So we see a very positive and good role technology can play in helping us in sustainability goals.